Welcome to this demonstration where I will give you a quick overview of standard ERP. First, we'll take a look at logging in and access rights. This is how a user accesses the system. Here, we have the System module. One of the important settings located in this module is access groups. This is where role-based access rights can be set up, saving time when adding many users. Here, you can see that EK only has a limited number of modules to access. You can also restrict user access to limited information such as costs and gross profit. You can see here that user SJ has more access. Note that standard ERP allows for a multi-window workflow. From the Navigation Center, you also have access to email, workflow overview, and personal desktop. Let's take a look at these. The personal desktop allows you to put the tools and reports of your choice within easy reach, just one click away. Here's a list of standard reports in standard ERP. There are over 400 standard reports that can be run in more than 6,000 different ways. You can also make your own reports using the report writing tools. This is one of my favorite management tools, the Profit and Loss Report. It allows you to stay in control of your business. You can run this report for various options, such as a specific period, a budget period, and a method of rounding. There is the option, for example, to run the profit and loss report by month, showing all months on the same report or against a budget. These are standard reports and can be modified to suit your needs. The report layout here will remain basic for demonstration purposes, but you have the option to design your own. Standard ERP's reports are unique in the way that you can easily search through an extensive report and locate both amounts and text. Do you see a useful purpose for this in your own business? Now, when we go to sales accounts in the report, I notice that the sales by miscellaneous figure is too high. As we recently recategorized all inventory, there should be limited or no miscellaneous item sales. This shows us a list of general ledger transactions, or nominal ledger in other countries, all posting to the sales account. Data underlined in blue links to more data, and by selecting it, we can drill down to the next level from within the report. Standard ERP makes it quick and easy to browse transactions through reports in this manner. Note that this is not a read-only drill down to a screenshot as it is with other systems. This is much more, as you will see throughout this demonstration. We can see on this transaction that the object type is miscellaneous. So far, so good. So I will need to investigate further and get to the source document to see if indeed a miscellaneous item was sold. When I open the subsystem record, I notice that the details on the invoice are flutes, not miscellaneous. I can press F2 on the item listing to bring up the item card. Here, I notice that the item group is incorrectly set up, as well as objects. This explains the incorrect reporting in the profit and loss report. So, without closing any windows, and because I'm an admin user, I can quickly fix the problem right here and now. Now, this will fix the issue for future transactions, but we still need to correct the problem with the report. Standard ERP offers easy access to all related documents of your business transactions. Notice the invoice has a highlighted paperclip and links icon indicating attachments. I'll select them to view. These records were automatically added to the invoice when it was processed. We can see all related documents for this invoice, like the quotation, sales order, and delivery. We can also check records such as gross profit and cost on the invoice to ensure we made a profit. This information is stored per invoice, and we can run a gross profit percentage invoice report as well. You can see that any report in standard ERP has a similar report specification window where the report can be run in many different ways. We can see from this report that our salesman, Samuel Jackson, has sales with a profit of 22% for the period selected. It appears he really does deserve his bonus. Getting back to our problem, let's correct the general ledger entries to the miscellaneous sales account and put those amounts where they belong so that the report reflects the true situation. We can log date and a snapshot of every change that is made in the system, whilst keeping a copy of the original record using the update mark. The system automatically records the person doing the change and the old transaction date. Now that we've created an update mark, I can quickly enter in the information, copying from above as the information is mostly correct, with exception to the object selected, which should be wind and not miscellaneous. Then I can go to the old transaction and delete it. The system will put a red line through it. So, at any time, I can easily review which transaction lines were changed and by whom. How many endless hours have you spent trying to reconcile mispostings with correction upon correction? This functionality removes that headache. I can now try to update, but I notice that the system does not allow me to do this, as I have forgotten to add some relevant information from the original line. I now realize I've forgotten to add back the object codes, enabling the system to slice and dice the reports into different views. In this case, the objects are company C1, salesperson Victoria, and wind instruments. I will demonstrate how these objects work in more detail in a moment. We can also add notes and attach spreadsheets to provide explanations for our general ledger entries and corrections. I am certain this note will save time and money when the auditors come around. You can add anything on the paperclip, such as Excel spreadsheets explaining how you calculated certain account postings. This is much easier than looking for separate notes kept on your PC. All company information is stored in standard ERP, making it more efficient and saving time. The attachments are stored on the server, meaning they are easy to retrieve from anywhere. You can see here that we track all changes made, and they are easy to identify. Now, let's rerun our profit and loss report to see what happened. Let's look for that account again and see that the results have changed, accurately reflecting the position. We can now either print and show the new report to the boss, print to Excel and work on it, email it, or just call and ask the manager to view it on screen. Standard ERP offers you the tools to make accounting easier. Your staff can work much faster and more efficiently, saving a lot of time and money to ultimately increase profitability.